Hello and welcome to the news at 10 on NTN News 24 live from Abuja. I am Mina Daniels. Let's begin with the headlines. ECOWAS leaders resolve to unite against military coups, terrorism and insecurity.
We must strengthen collective action, integrated intelligence systems, coordinated border operations, and the operationalization of ECOWAS standby force for counter-terrorism.
Nigerian Air Force destroys terrorist hideouts in precision airstrike in southern Tumbus. NDLEA arrests notorious supplier of illicit drugs to bandits in Niger State. National Human Rights Commission pledges to protect survivors, tackle harmful practices against women in Nigeria. Now the news. Heads of state and government of the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, have resolved to take proactive measures and form a united front to put an end to the spread of military coups, terrorism and other forms of insecurity across the sub-region. The decision was taken at the 68th Ordinary Session of the Authority of ECOWAS held in Abuja. State House correspondent Abdulrahman Jibrila reports.
This is the 68th Ordinary Session of the Authority of Heads of State and Government of ECOWAS, raising concerns on the incessant coups and transnational organized crime, arms proliferation, cyber insecurity, climate shocks, food insecurity, and irregular migration in the sub-region.
It is the bedrock of the ECOWAS vision and the foundation upon which our collective prosperity, stability, and global relevance must continue to grow.
Assurance of bringing together the over 400 million people of the sub-region, paving way to utilize the demographic strength of the young people.
Our response must therefore be united and uncompromising. Security is not only a military obligation. It is a human imperative, essential for protecting families, livelihoods, and the dignity of our citizens. We must strengthen collective action, integrated intelligence systems, coordinated border operations, and the operationalization of ECOWAS standby force for counter-terrorism.
We are most vulnerable not when challenged from outside, but when weakened from within. Time and again, we have demonstrated that we are not threats to one another. Our shared challenge, therefore, is to ensure that internal divisions do not erode the collective strength we have built over decades.
The ECOWAS leaders recognized the elections in Guinea-Bissau and Côte d'Ivoire, calling for swift, short transition in the Guinea-Bissau, and condemns the attempted coup in the Republic of Benin, applauding the ECOWAS security efforts in restoring peace in the Republic of Benin.
The authority insists that failure to comply with its decision, in particular the institution of a short transition led by an inclusive government, the authorities shall impose targeted sanctions on individuals or group of persons that obstruct the transition process or that obstruct the process of returning the country to constitutional order. Again, with regard to the Gambia, the authority deplores attempts by Yahya Jammeh, former president of the Gambia, to disturb the peace and security of the Gambia, and warns former president that there will be consequences for breaching the conditions of his asylum in Equatorial Guinea.
The ECOWAS leaders noted that crisis and other forms of criminality in the region must be tackled collectively, as they have no respect for borders. From the State House, Abraham Jibrila, NTA News.
The Nigerian Air Force has successfully conducted a precision air interdiction at Daba Masara, a non-terrorist location in the southern Tombones, as part of ongoing operations to disrupt terrorist activities and logistics. Acting on credible intelligence indicating the presence of a terrorist workshop and sustained movement of armed elements, the air component of Joint Task Force Operation Hiding Kai deployed an integrated force package to conduct coordinated intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance with strike operations. A statement by the Director of Public Relations and Information, Air Commodore Ehimen Ejodame, indicates that following positive identification and in strict adherence to the rules of engagement, the targets were engaged. Post-operation battle damage assessment confirmed that the identified vehicles were destroyed and terrorist elements were wiped out. Air Commodore Ejodame noted that the successful execution of this mission underscores the NAF's continued commitment to intelligence-driven, precise air operations and support of national efforts to degrade terrorist networks and enhance security across affected regions. 3 weeks after escaping arrest at his home in Kuta, Shiroro local government area of Niger State, a notorious supplier of illicit drugs to bandits, popularly known as Gamboli, operating in the area, has been arrested by operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, at his hideout. Salwa Khalil Ibrahim reports that a clandestine codeine syrup factory was also uncovered in Abia State during the week in review.
Gamboli is an alleged major supplier of illicit drugs to bandits operating in Shiroro local government area of Niger State. Following credible intelligence about his illicit drug activities, NDLEA operatives had earlier raided his house at Ngwanmakira in Kuta, where they recovered 471.8 kilograms of skunk, a strain of cannabis. Though he escaped arrest during the raid and has since been in hiding, the manhunt for him eventually paid off when NDLEA officers traced and arrested him at one of his drug joints in Kuta. Meanwhile, NDLEA officers raided a clandestine codeine syrup manufacturing factory in Osisioma local government area of Abia State. During the operation, operatives recovered a total of 9,015 bottles of codeine syrup. In Ondo State, NDLEA officers acting on credible intelligence raided a compound in Akure North local government area where they arrested a 55-year-old woman and her 29-year-old son and recovered 1,187 kilograms of skunk and its seeds from them. No fewer than 907 pills of tramadol, tapentadol, cocodamol, amitriptyline, and bromazepam concealed in containers of local black soap and designer wares in 6 different consignments going to the US, Canada, and Sweden were intercepted and seized by NDLEA operatives at 2 major courier companies in Lagos. And at the Apapa Seaport, NDLEA officers intercepted a consignment of 170,000 bottles of codeine syrup during a joint examination of a container with men of customs service and other security agencies. In Abuja, Salwa Khalil Ibrahim, NTA News.
Ensuring good welfare of Nigerian workers is not only tied to periodic increase in minimum wage, but also in the provision of infrastructure that supports livelihood and businesses. National President of the Nigerian Labour Congress, Comrade Joe Ajaero, said this in an interview with pressmen in Gombe. Emmanuel Akila reports.
The Labour struggle ambience resonates at Government House, Gombe, as Comrade Joe Ajaero and other national officers of the NLC meet Governor Muhammad Ino Yahya to talk on labour matters.
In the few minutes we are in there, we have had fruitful deliberation. If we came with about 6 items, I think we have gotten almost 90% of them.
The propaganda and the talks are less than the action that we have in Gombe. So seeing is believing, and I believe you've seen and you'll believe that we are really on course and we are still ready to improve so that we move our country and our people forward.
The NLC president, who confirmed that the 70,000 naira national minimum wage is fully implemented at the federal level and most states, including Gombe, says minimum wage review is not the only solution to improve welfare of Nigerians.
Britain is not paying 70,000 of its money. America is not paying 70,000. So we should pay attention on making sure that our currency has value and all those social safety nets are properly put in place. That's the issue, not whether 1 million or whatever. If you get a minimum wage to be 1 million, and then that 1 million can buy a loaf of bread, of what essence is that? On the planned 17th December protest by the NLC, Comrade Joe Ajiru has this to say. The protest is to help this country, to call to attention the effect of insecurity. It's affecting even investors coming into this country. It's affecting workers.
The NLC president, in company of the state chairman, Comrade Yusuf Aish Bello, joined Governor Muhammad Ino Yahya to break the ground for the foundation laying of a permanent labor house in Gombe State.
I am happy to announce that Gombe State government will finance and complete the building of the NLC secretariat. And we shall deliver on time. I am quite conscious of the fact that this government has only maybe about 1.5 years to move. But this building should not take us 6 months to complete.
The Gombe State would be permanent labor house is situated around a 3-arm zone in Gombe. Emmanuel Akila, NTA News.
In the same vein, the International Labour Organization, ILO, has called on employers of labour and policymakers in Nigeria to harness the opportunities offered by labour migration as a strategy to reduce the country's unemployment burden. In line with this objective, the organization organized a Train the Trainers workshop, bringing together stakeholders drawn from the public and private sectors. Participants were equipped with practical skills and innovative business ideas designed to translate migration opportunities into sustainable employment.
To make sure that we have enough women entrepreneurs and women migrants that are benefiting from this training. We have young persons who are innovative and creative and that can come up with very brilliant business ideas, as well as those that are in the informal sector, because we want to make sure that we use this training as an opportunity to create livelihood.
The initiative aims to build a critical mass of experts who will, in turn, mentor and support entrepreneurs across the country. It also targets workers at the grassroots level with a focus on expanding employment opportunities while promoting decent and productive jobs.
The ILO core mandate about the pursuit for social justice. We can only achieve social justice if decent work is the order of the day.
The best security for our members is often not just job, but capacity to create jobs.
We have learned and more from it, and we have taken it to our various states and taught and teach others that will learn it very well.
For the ILO, the pursuit of social justice is closely linked to the availability of decent work, noting that well-managed labour migration can serve as a viable pathway to inclusive growth and sustainable development in Nigeria. Time now for a break. We'll be right back with more.
Bathy Furniture's legendary final sale of the year is here. This festive season, enjoy extra savings on luxury and comfortable sofa sets, modern and functional dining sets, sophisticated and smart bed sets, and our royal collections, classy, premium, and truly exclusive. Shop 10 million naira and receive a complimentary Daisy tea set. Spend 15 million and take home a 65-inch smart TV. Go higher at 20 million pavilion and experience unmatched comfort with our exclusive massage chair. Visit our showrooms in Abuja, Lagos, Kano, and Enugu, or shop online. It's big, it's bold, it's unforgettable. It's Baffy Furniture.
And the National Productivity Order of Merit Award goes to the only tomato paste manufacturer to win the National Productivity Order of Merit Award by the Federal Government of Nigeria, endorsed by the Association of Private Medical Practitioners of Nigeria. This is an evidence of 100% natural goodness, great quality, and great taste. So eat healthy to live longer. Use Arisco tomato paste and products. 100% natural tomato. Better food now. Buy now and enjoy up to 20% discount.
Feel the power of precision, engineered to perfection. Every component is crafted with care, and each design is meticulously tested. From concept to creation, our engineers push the boundaries of technology, seamlessly blending performance and sustainability with a deep commitment to African ingenuity. Introducing the CNG Boss, a remarkable achievement in engineering designed to operate on compressed natural gas, a cleaner and more sustainable fuel alternative. At Innocent Vehicles, we proudly lead the way in creating greener mobility across Africa. And it doesn't stop there. From SUVs to sedans, spacious buses to electric cars, Innocent offers a wide range of models designed to meet every need. Innocent Vehicle, the pride of African roads.
This is NTA News 24.
Thanks for joining us again. Clement Bamibola Kola has emerged as the factional governorship candidate of the Accord Party ahead of next year's governorship election in Osun State. Bamibola emerged through a consensus at the party's primary election, attended by more than 100 delegates. Chairman of the Electoral Committee, Olufemi Ogundare, who conducted the exercise, said the primary was held in line with directive of the factional national leadership of the party. The emergence of Clement Bamibola Kola comes 5 days after Governor Ademola Adeleke emerged as the party's candidate at an earlier primary held in Osogbo.
Friends and flag of our great party, in conjunction all the leadership here present.
The long-awaited completion of the Wuju Road, a critical project with significant environmental and public health implications, will soon become a reality as the federal government partners with the state to finance its construction. During an assessment visit to the site, Governor Abba Kabiru Yusuf disclosed that President Bola Tinubu has directed the immediate resumption of work on the project. Abdullahi Mustafa has the report.
Chakara River serves as the main drainage channel for domestic wastewater and excess rainwater in the ancient city of Kano. Over the years, however, the river posed a serious threat to residents due to persistent flooding and environmental pollution. In 2013, the Wuju Road project was conceived to address these challenges while also providing an alternative route to ease traffic congestion within the city. The 6.7-kilometer project involves covering the river with a concrete conduit, atop which a dual-carriage roadway is to be constructed. Although Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf has revalidated the project and completed its first phase, the federal government has recently approved a collaborative effort with the state government to ensure the speedy completion of the remaining sections. The governor disclosed this during an assessment visit to the project site, where he announced that construction work would resume soon. He appealed to residents to support the initiative, noting its immense environmental, health, and transportation benefits. In Kano, Abdullahi Mustafa, NTA News.
The Director General of the Bureau of Public Procurement, Dr. Adebowale Adedeko, has reiterated the Bureau's commitment to building a corps of professional procurement officers who will uphold best practices and do the country proud. Dr. Adedeko made this known at the closing ceremony and final examinations of the 2025 Mandatory Continuous Procurement Capacity Development Program, jointly organized by the PTDF and the BPP in Port Harcourt, River State. Speaking at the conclusion of the training of 350 officers, Dr. Adedeko said the BPP is redefining procurement as a tool for national development rather than personal enrichment.
I expect that there will be efficiency, improvement on turnaround time in their processes. I expect that they will make sure that the best contractor wins. I expect that they will make sure that cost is not inflated. I expect that the public trust will increase. I expect that whatever they are doing, those who do business with the organization should see a new set of people who are sincere, who are transparent, who are accountable.
The Minister of Urban and Rural Development of the Republic of Namibia, James Sankwasa, has applauded Nigeria's National Housing Fund scheme, describing it as instrument for expanding affordable housing and deepening home ownership. Sankwasa made this remark during a courtesy visit to the Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Ahmed Musa Dangiwa, at his office in Abuja. Francis Udojo has the details.
The Namibian minister, whose portfolio oversees regional and local governance as well as housing development, noted that his ministry plays a central role in tackling housing deficits and improving living conditions across Namibia. He informed his host that he was in Nigeria to participate in the 2025 African Housing Awards and considered it important to engage the ministry to exchange ideas and share experiences on affordable housing delivery. Sankwasa explains that Namibia's housing challenge is largely driven by the rapid growth of informal settlements. He stated that the Namibian government has adopted a multi-pronged approach to address this, including free land titling for low-income citizens, structured identification of development zones, and the cultivation of strong partnerships with development partners. According to him, development partners are deliberately integrated into Namibia's national housing framework and budgetary planning, noting that while partners support housing construction, the government of the Republic of Namibia assumes responsibility for the provision of critical infrastructure to make such developments sustainable and livable. Responding, the Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Ahmed Musa Dangiwa, welcomed the Namibian delegation and reaffirmed Nigeria's commitment to South-South cooperation and knowledge sharing in the housing and urban development sector. Dangiwa highlighted the Renewed Hope Housing Program as a flagship intervention of President Bola Tinubu, designed to shift housing delivery in Nigeria from isolated projects to a coordinated national program spanning Renewed Hope cities, Renewed Hope estates, social housing, urban renewal, and slum upgrade. The minister also underscored the strategic importance of the National Housing Fund, NHF, as a long-standing and sustainable housing finance mechanism that pools long-term funds to support affordable mortgages for Nigerian workers, while strengthening institutional delivery through agencies such as the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria and the Federal Housing Authority. He assured the Namibian Minister of the Ministry's readiness to share technical knowledge, policy frameworks, and implementation experience, noting that Africa's housing challenge requires homegrown solutions, regional collaboration, and strong public-private partnerships. Francis Udojo, NT News.
Between November and April, Nigeria's northwest, northeast, and north central regions face the harsh Harmattan season, marked by cold, dry, and dusty winds. However, due to climate change, the story is different in Ekiti State, southwest Nigeria, as the people still battle with heavy downpour and windstorm in December 2025. Correspondent Ilyasu Ali Yakubu has more on the situation.
Climate change remains a significant driver of the increasing frequency and severity of flood disasters worldwide. This is evident in the unpredictable cycle of rainfall patterns, irrespective of the topography of any area. One cannot imagine a downpour and windstorm in southwest Nigeria with the recent one in Ekiti State, precisely on the 6th of December 2025, as well as Lagos and Ibadan, when other states of the Federation are grappling with the dusty Harmattan season. NEMA's team was in Ekiti State to review the impact of the weather condition and deployment of relief materials to victims. However, the story of a fresh devastation changed the entire approach. The victims thank the federal government for its prompt response to the previous flood disaster and are now appealing for further assistance to cope with the aftermath of the recent heavy rainfall and windstorm that left more families homeless.
I appreciate the LEMA, the little thing we collect from LEMA. Very appreciate.
Every year that way flooding is coming.
We are pleading to government to help us out of the problem.
The head of NEMA Ekiti State Operation Office and the General Manager Ekiti State Emergency Management Agency speak on the collaborative interventions.
We usually have our stakeholders meeting and we have a platform where everybody is on it. Ekiti Emergency platform where all the relevant stakeholders are and everybody's on alert. We have no problem in terms of coordination.
Mr. Governor has put a lot of measures in place towards ensuring that we record little or no disaster at all.
This review visitation by the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, is aimed at reassessing the conditions of the flood-affected communities, identifying ongoing needs, and exploring additional support options for victims. From Ado Ekiti in Ekiti State, Ilyasu Ali Yakubu, NTA News.
Another break beckons. We'll be right back with more reports.
Let's have credible elections at the local government so that these credible people can manage the funds of local government properly. There are a lot of respected traditional rulers in the state who can say, look, enough of this thing. Mr. Governor, welcome. Thank you for coming. When you win, what will you do? First of all, that mobilize women within the local government to form the National Council of Women Society. By creating awareness in women that they must serve, they must be part of what is happening within their community. If you stop expenditure on infrastructure, how do you now attract investments? The state governors, the presidency, that the federal government and the local government are all waiting for revenue from crude oil. Every state has something peculiar. So the emphasis now, if your local government has something peculiar to that particular local government, the emphasis should be keep producing that particular product. You need to do three things. Prevent the ability of the terrorist groups to generate funding, their ability to recruit, and then their ability to access new funds. Actually, like this new title, I sit in the front row in the church. If I'm going to mosque and call the people are passing in God's own house. What am I doing? I'm mentoring a new generation. Those things are the only way to be taken seriously is to listen to have a lot of money.
Nigeria, live every weekday between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. on the network service of the NCN.
This is NTA News 24.
Welcome back. Cross River State Governor Basi Otu is pledging to leverage the marine resources at the state's disposal to create jobs and promote sustainable economic growth. The state governor, represented by the Deputy Peter Ode, reaffirmed this commitment during the launch of a Blue Economy upskilling program in Calabar. Justina A-Team reports.
According to figures of the National Bureau of Statistics, the maritime sector contributed 113.5 trillion naira to Nigeria's gross domestic product in the third quarter of 2025. To further reap the benefits of this sector, this workshop aims to equip Cross River State citizens with modern maritime skills as the state government assures to tap into the maritime sector and unlock the state's economic potential.
In order to boost the coastal tourism, the Marina Resort has been renovated and equipped to meet the standard of our tourists, while the Calazegas Resort will soon receive the same attention.
The upskilling program is in line with President Tinubu's Renewed Hope agenda, targeting enhanced food security, youth empowerment, and sustainable utilization of the marine economy.
This collaboration aims to strengthen governance and institution coordination for the blue economy, enhance maritime spatial planning capacity, improve national data system through an integrated blue data bank.
Participants will assess a whole lot. This is just phase one. From phase one, they would have internship, they would have opportunities to relate one-on-one and get fundings from the World Bank.
To unlock the potentials of sustainable blue economy in Cross River and Nigeria, the Dean, Faculty of Oceanography, University of Calabar, has these recommendations.
Collaboration between MDAs of the government, very important. Provision of infrastructure for training and building of the suitable manpower.
The program, supported by World Bank, underscores Cross River State's critical role in Nigeria's blue economy. In Calabar, Justina Etam, NTA News.
National Human Rights Commission has pledged to support mechanisms that protect survivors, strengthen evidence-based advocacy, and pursue accountability where rights are breached. Executive Secretary of the Commission, Tony Ojukwu, made this known in a consultative forum on eliminating harmful traditional and religious practices imparting the rights of women and gender equality in Nigeria. The forum, which was organized by the National Human Rights Commission and the Legal Defense and Advocacy Project, has three practical objectives.
And transformational. May our commitments be translated into deeds that restore life and dignity and end practices that demean and destroy.
This will develop a community guideline that translates these statutory provisions and best practices into accessible norms and practices for traditional rulers and religious leaders, for them to adopt, understand it, and see to its implementation in the communities.
At the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development, our approach is anchored on community engagement, evidence-based advocacy, and sustained social mobilization.
Aimed in impacting the lives of widows, orphans, and less privileged members of the society is a generational commitment with inspiration that transformed into Sunday and Omikari Orarian Foundation SUF, aimed at changing the lives of millions of vulnerable families. As usual, the 2025 6th edition of the end-of-the-year humanitarian outreach of SUF leaves a lasting impact on the lives of many. Ibrahim Belegunda captured the life-changing moment.
Non-governmental humanitarian gesture of Sunday and Omokere Oriaran Foundation touches the lives of widows, orphans, and less privileged through its humanitarian outreach activities, which includes economic empowerment, medical outreach, and palliative distribution, consisting of foodstuff, provisions, toiletries, and gifts. The 6th edition of the series is not different, as it touches the lives of over 2,000 widows, orphans and the needy with school materials, start-up capital, clothing and medical care, among others, all in the spirit of Christmas.
We are checking their well-being. So right here we have nurses, we have doctors and other health workers.
The convener, Dr. Rose Oriaron Anthony, and her siblings believes the end of the year humanitarian outreach is an opportunity to continue to carry out the legacy of their parents by reaching out to widows, orphans and the less privileged in the society.
Not every Nigerian believes in charitable and humanitarian work. Many people have excess. We don't have this money, but from the little we have, we try to at least make a little impact, make some change. But we try to see if we can collaborate with well-meaning Nigerians who have.
We have over 300 people learning different skills, from sewing to tailoring to even plumbing and all of those.
We're growing. It's going to be a nationwide charity event very soon.
I'm sure a lot of people will emulate that. Even personally, I'll go into it in my own little way.
For the beneficiaries, the foundation is giving them lifeline and hope for a better tomorrow.
Honestly, this is my first day of even knowing about them, and God have used them to bless my life.
She arranged those things to help us. We will be widows.
She was the one paying our school fees, so God bless her and provide for our family.
They gave us even food and took some of us to schools.
There were lots to eat, drink and share in the spirit of Christmas. In Abuja, Ibrahim Bella Gunda, NTA News.
The Nigerian Television Authority, NTA News 24, has held its 2025 Hangout and Award Night, the fourth in the series, aimed at celebrating and strengthening the bond of unity between the national television station and its partners. Oluseye Adeabo reports that the event was organized to recognize resource persons for their insightful and consistent contributions to current affairs and news programs, as well as to appreciate the dedication and commitment of members of staff.
From NTA News 24's flagship program, Good Morning Nigeria, to all the current affairs and news programs on the station, resource persons continue to play a vital role in enriching content through informed analysis and constructive public discourse. In recognition of their invaluable contributions, the 2025 Hangout and Award Nights therefore brought these distinguished personalities together for an evening of appreciation.
Let's give her a round of applause.
The highlights of the evening was the presentation of awards. Many of the recipients described the recognition as a pleasant surprise.
Nishwa Waleo is an economist. Please, a round of applause.
It's an honor, and of course, is a testament to the fact that when you serve, some people are watching, and I appreciate NTA News 24 for what they have done.
I am so excited today. I'm just doing my work. I felt highly honored that this has been recognized, something that I'm doing. I didn't know that people are watching.
One is doing something before, thinking that nobody is watching him. But to me, it appears that the management of NTA is following the track of an individual, and therefore one must be steadfast to ensure that whatever information you are going to say is reliable so that it can be trusted.
I think I have to thank Allah, I thank God, then I appreciate NTA.
It's always challenging when you win an award because it means you have to keep doing what you know how to do best. So the governor is going to continue to remain the chief servant of the people, delivering democracy dividends.
To show our appreciation for all what you have done to make our job easy. Your contributions continue to lay the path for sustainable development. I particularly commend the authority for its sustained effort to modernize and embrace digital transformation. Your investment in digital terrestrial transmission the upgrade of studio and production technology, and the expansion of NTA's online platforms and streaming services reflect a clear commitment to staying competitive in a rapidly evolving global media landscape.
Awards were also presented in various categories to outstanding staff of NTA News 24 who distinguished themselves through excellence and commitment.
Yes. Standing producer 2025, Joseph Otseng.
I know the people that I'm working with, top quality. They give everything. So to come out from that class category of persons and be emerged as a winner, then without telling you, you should know what it means.
I'm so happy for this. I think it will spur me up to do more.
Three things: I'm humbled, I'm excited, and I'm grateful.
Honestly speaking, I'm full of joy. I'm overwhelmed.
In fact, I'm proud of seeing that the things that we have done together are being continued with, particularly this recognition of hard work and excellence. And I'm very happy to see that it has even been taken a step higher.
Looking at the caliber of people that have gathered here to celebrate with us in this 4th edition of our World Night, it shows that people are watching what we are doing. It shows that our content is relevant and very apt.
The 2025 Hangouts and Award Nights once again reaffirmed NTA News 24's commitment to recognizing excellence and upholding its mandate, while also serving as a platform for networking and strengthening ties with stakeholders. In Abuja, Olusheye Adiagbo, NTA News.
The 2025 Nchaka Cultural Festival in Oberland, beyond the festivities, presented opportunity for indigents to reconnect and ensure preservation of their cultural heritage. The platform is also for building peace and unity and provides opportunity for supplication for a prosperous new year. Kingsley Amajiri reports.
Oba people in Rivers State are known for their rich cultural heritage expressed through music and dance, particularly during festivals. Nchaka is one of such festivals so cherished by the people. The female and male Nchaka festival held across the various communities in Omok, bringing the people together at the playground where cultural rites are performed. Being an event that marks the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new Oba traditional calendar, the rites of cleansing the land was performed at the riverside. Oba of Oberland, His Eminence, Dr. Nwachukwu Nnam Obi III, shares insight on the significance of the event.
I was starting a new motto, get it right. And we do this by making sure that people are in peace and they have enough happiness to take them into a newness. So we're celebrating. If you go out, I'm sure you'll find that everywhere is a peace.
The festival demonstrates the people's attachment to their age-long heritage passed down from their forebears.
We're among the livings. All we need to do is to say, God, thank you.
All my people were peace-loving people. We want everybody to embrace peace.
After a greener pasture over the year, thank God for giving you a bumper harvest.
Most people believe that Nchaka is for heathens. No, it's not for heathens. It's a culture in urban land.
Bro Felix Obua, aka Gorant, who holds the chieftaincy title of Oshimiri One of Oba ethnic nationality, with his entourage, we are at the Oba's palace to pay homage.
You can't go to the festival without seeing the person who actually is the festival himself. To train. Again, and nobody goes to the king or the palace empty-handed.
From the drum beats to the colorful regalia, the people tell the story of who they are, the story of bravery and resilience. In Port Harcourt, Kingsley Amajiri, NTA News.
Also, the spirit of Christmas came alive in Ondo community, Sagbama local government area of Bayelsa State, as voices rose in harmony at a spectacular Christmas choir concert. The event blended music, message, and merriment, bringing together churches from within Ondani and across the state in a colorful celebration of faith, peace, and unity.
It was a night of melodies, praise, and friendly competition as the Doni community transformed into a hub of worship and celebration. Choirs from various churches within the community and beyond took turns on stage, lifting souls with powerful renditions of Christmas hymns and gospel songs. From angelic sopranos to thunderous bass lines, the competition showcased not just vocal excellence, but also deep spiritual expression, leaving the audience in awe and judges with a tough decision to make. Adding color and excitement to the evening were electrifying performances by renowned gospel music sensation Amange B. Amange and his vibrant band, alongside other gospel artists who kept the crowd on their feet with praise-filled performances. Beyond the music, the event carried a strong message of unity and progress. The president of Pandev, Ambassador Godnozi Gali, who was represented by the chairman Bayelsa State Center for Youth Development, Robert Egali, who delivered a thought-provoking lecture on peace as a catalyst for development.
This is very rare in every, including my community. I do not have this. So it is a call on every community leaders to have a Christmas carol. It is a time for love, time to celebrate life, and of course the continual peace. You can see what His Excellency have done is to invest hugely on peace and peace building, and that is the right way to go. And of course today you can see that our state is equally developed. The highlight of the night was the announcement of winners in the highly competitive choir contest. After careful deliberation, St. Peter's Anglican Church, St. Paul, emerged as the overall winners, cutting home the star prize amid loud cheers and applause.
It's so exciting when you are competing with people and you got the first position. It's something of joy, and especially doing the work of God. Convener of the event, Chief Michael Akata, alongside his wife and other dignitaries, expressed profound gratitude to participants and guests, emphasizing the importance of the program in promoting unity, talent discovery, and a true essence of Christmas.
This is a program you see in Lagos, Abuja, elsewhere. But we said, no, this time around, let's bring it to Odoni. Let our people also feel the impact of Christmas so that everybody will come together, celebrate Christmas, and at the same time celebrating the birth of Christ.
So this is our own way of showing appreciation and thanking God for all He has done for us in the year that is just rounding up. And it's also a way of us to bring our communities together, to foster unity and encourage development in our community.
The essence of this season is to bring joy, add joy to people. And I have seen that children, men, elderly, they were all happy. And adding value to life is the essence of His coming, is the essence of His birth, and that is what everybody should do. It's a moment of adding value, adding joy to people's life, and let them know the purpose of the season of a celebration.
With music, message, and meaningful connections, the Odoni Christmas Choir Concert once again proved that the season of Christmas is more than celebration. It is a call to peace, unity, and shared purpose. From Odoni in Sagbama local government area of Bayelsa State, Baratwapre Awe, NTA News.
From Bayelsa, we move to Adamawa, a state blessed with over 50 indigenous languages, has showcased its rich cultural heritage and reaffirmed its commitment to unity and peace. A grand cultural fiesta organized by the Gongola People's Forum and Adamawa Unity Forum brought together people from all walks of life to celebrate the state's diverse cultural landscape. Lukusu Abubakar reports.
The Grand Cultural Fiesta featured performances and exhibitions highlighting the traditional lifestyle, artifacts, languages and customs of various ethnic groups of Adamawa State. The fiesta aims to promote cultural preservation, peace and unity among diverse populations and to showcase the rich cultural heritage, particularly to younger generations, so as to safeguard the languages and culture from extinction.
On the occasion itself, has eloquently spoken in the onset. It is celebration of appreciation.
One-on-one, we should talk to ourselves, forge ahead to bring unity, and that is how we develop.
Commissioner for Culture and Tourism, Aloysius Babadoke, who stood in for Governor Amadou Umaru Fintiri, reaffirmed the commitments of government to supporting and promoting cultural initiatives that foster peace, unity, and development. He urged citizens to work together towards the growth and prosperity of the state.
Government is also remain fully committed to promoting programs that foster cultural pride, stimulate tourism growth, and enhance social harmony.
The cultural fiesta culminated in the release of pigeons symbolizing peace and unity and the presentation of an award of excellence to Governor Fintiri. In Yola, Bilkisu Abubakar, NTA News.
This is the news at 10 on NTA News 24. Here now is a recap of our top stories. ECOWAS leaders resolve to unite against military coups, terrorism and insecurity.
We must strengthen collective action, integrated intelligence systems, coordinated border operations, and operationalization of ECOWAS standby force for counter-terrorism.
Nigerian Air Force destroys terrorist hideouts in precision airstrike in southern Tambans. NDLEA arrests notorious supplier of illicit drugs to bandits in Niger State. National Human Rights Commission pledges to protect survivors, tackle harmful practices against women in Nigeria.
This is NTA News 24.
Lagos State Commissioner of Police Olugundare Jumo and security stakeholders took time off busy crime-fighting schedule to unwind at an event organized to appreciate leadership of police and security personnel across the metropolis. The event, tagged Husband's Night, is organized by Police Officers' Wives Association Power in Lagos. Musa Toliat captured the fun-filled gathering.
They signed up to protect lives and property, and nothing else matters to them than to see an orderly society devoid of crime. These security routines bring out the best in them, as they are most times taken away from the comfort of their homes. With so much to do and less time to relax and unwind, Power Lagos chapter put together a colorful end-of-the-year dinner tagged Husband's Night, where formality gave way to casual appearance in an atmosphere of fun.
So our gallant husbands, who are the backbone of our association, tonight is specially dedicated to you. We acknowledge your sacrifices, your patience, and your steadfast support for Power and for your families.
Number one husband in Lagos State, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, was represented.
The Police Officers' Wives Association have shown that family is a bedrock of any development of any country or even a state. And I'm happy that they have not named it Wives' Night. They said Husband's Night.
It's such a delight that, this program is being organized. I give kudos to Mrs. Jimo, and I believe all our husbands appreciate, this gesture.
Endless dose of entertainment was deliberately planned to make the night memorable for the husbands. Then, some husbands were rewarded for making their wives look radiant in headgear tying competition.
8, 9, 10.
Tunes from the police band keep the dance floor busy. Women for husbands to advise themselves was accommodated.
As husband, let's continue to be responsible husband. There's nothing we can achieve on our own. That is what I want you to take home.
Let's love our wives. Let's tolerate them. Let's give them the best. If we do, they will celebrate us like we are being celebrated tonight.
POA Award of Excellence was presented to the Commissioner of Police.
They are always there to support us all the time. So we, on our own part, equally, we appreciate them, and we appreciate everything they have put in since we joined the force to wherever we are today. For every successful man, there's always a woman behind it, and that is why we take time off to come and be with them today in this celebration of the husband-wife, which is first of its kind in Lagos State Police Command.
As Chinese citizens, we are invited here. We are really grateful, and because we do business here, so you know, the police protect us, so we are really we appreciate it.
The end of the year dinner cake could not be ignored for long as the husband's night winds down.
That concludes the news at 10 on NTNS 24. Many thanks for watching. I am Mina Daniels.
Live in Abuja. What do Nigerians need to know about standards?
PC Limited begins sale of crude oil in Naira.
Factories producing solar panels in Nigeria.
So if this crisis had anything to do with...
Of course.
3 weeks after launching a manhunt for him, operative